Today we're going to learn some halachas of Yom Kippur, specifically about sicha v'ni'ilas asandal. It says like this: L'gabe sicha tof resh yudal. The Shulchan Aruch says osur losuch afilu miktzas gufa. You're not allowed to anoint yourself, even some parts of your body. It's also afilu ena ela la'avir hazuhamo. Even you're not doing it for pleasure. You're doing it to remove dirt. You want to anoint it. You're not allowed to. So the mashal l'gabe rechitza. The Shulchan Aruch writes that Tov Resh Yud Gimel, he writes also Lirchat B'Yom Kippurim, and then he goes through the details. Then he says, V'im o yoyodo v'raglo v'shargo meluchlochim betit o betzoya. If they were dirty, your hands, he says that then you're allowed to. Shelo osur l'rechitza shel tainug. You're allowed to wash off a dirt. Even on Yom Kippur, we're not allowed to do rechitza, but if it's a washing off a dirt, you're allowed to. So what the difference over here? Why over here it says you're not allowed to anoint yourself, even to remove dirt? So the Magen Avraham, he asked this question. He said, "Sorry, chiyun, ma'is no merechitza, the shori la'avir hazuhama." Rechitza you're allowed to do if it's not for pleasure to remove dirt. Sicha mashma, anointing yourself, even to remove dirt, you're not allowed to do. So he answers, "V'eshloimar the sicha have a tainug tvei." Rechitza, it's more necessity. You need to wash off the dirt. Anointing, today, most people, they're not into anointing themselves with the oil. I'm going to talk about the soap in a minute. That's what you want to talk about. What, spraying?
Deodorant. What's deodorant?
It's not sick, absolutely not. I'm going to talk about it in a minute. One second, I'm going to talk about the other also.
Should be mamaris, you know?
A what? No, if you take a liquidish oil, it's no problem with mamarech over there. Let's say you take an olive oil that's it's completely liquidish. It's no mamachek, you mean to say. It's no mamachek over there, but it's osur. Shabbos would be allowed to. Yom Kippur, it's also mitzad sicha. Sicha, it's more of a tainug. Again, like I said, today people are not into this anointing this stuff. That used to be very common practice, time of Chazal. So Mele over there, since it's more in of tainug, you're not allowed to do. However, if you want to use soap, again, soap that's a liquidish soap that you're allowed to use on Shabbos and Yom Kippur, to la'avir hazuhama, to remove dirt, that you would be allowed. It's not sicha, it's part of rechitza. Now, something to your question, if somebody want to spray himself for the same idea, la'avir hazuhama, or to suppress the smell of the sweat, that should be no problem. It's not anointing. It's not anointing over there. Besides
what is anointing?
Taking oil, anointing
oil.
Yeah. What else they anoint? What else? Yeah.
If you have a different kind of.
Like I said, soap is not anointing. Soap is done. It's part of rechitza.
Moisturizing smell with smell is not moisturizing cream with smell. That's not sicha.
Again, it's some oils over there. It's all.
So it is sicha.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find out what sicha is. I don't understand.
Again, if you're anointing yourself with an oil or things that have mixed oil, everything you
could.
It's
oil.
Yeah.
It's oil related.
Saying lotion.
Lotion, yeah. Again, regular lotion today that it's not liquidish, it's solid. You have to.
It's a different problem.
That's a problem of Shabbos also. It's mamachek. But we're talking about if it's completely liquidish, if it's done as an oil, anointing softening your skin, that's osur on Yom Kippur, even l'havir hazuhama, even to remove dirt. But I'm saying if you use something like liquid soap in order to remove dirt, that's not part of. It's part of rechitza. That's allowed. Okay. Now that's one inyan. Then it says like this. Now we're going. L'gabe that we're not allowed to wear leather shoes. That's one of the 5 inuyim. Yeah, that we're not allowed to have leather shoes. So says the Ramo, u'mutar la'amod al korim v'ksotas shel oir. Let's say you happen to have under your feet pillow made out of leather that you're allowed to stand on it. Then he says, we call mokim hamachmir. If somebody that's not called wearing shoes, you're standing on a pillow made out of leather. It says, by the way, that's double pashutu. If you're sitting on a leather couch or you have a leather belt, that's not a problem. The whole problem was on your feet. That was the ila that they to wearing shoes. The chachomim asa. It's part of one of the inuyim. One of the things we on Yom Kippur we stay away from. So it says that's why you korim exodus under your feet. Pillow under your feet made out of leather will be a shaila. Says you're allowed to. Allah says amachmir tov alav brocha. So the Radvaz he bichlal he says it's no problem. The Magen Avraham brings him the Kamokim. The Radvaz says like this: the enkan based michush. There's no problem whatsoever. He says again. So if you want to be making machmir. However, it says not to stand by davening. That's what the Magen Avraham brings. Because Mokim is even you take the heter of the Ramah or the Radvaz, which is more makel, there's no problem whatsoever to stand on a leather pillow. Yeah, he says, but not by davening Shmoneh Esrei. He says, because he says The nira kemizgoy boimad al korim. It's from the Levush brings, that looks holiness. You're standing in front of
Not
Hashem.
because of the leather.
Not as the leather,
because
right.
of the-
According to this, very good. Even any cushion, this you're standing. We're davening with humility, not you're standing on. Okay, so that's legabe again. The sicha, anointing yourself with the oil. Even
What about those pads? Like
that's no problem. No, it's not a problem. It's cushion. It looks more. It's not a way of humility coming in front of the king and standing on cushion and talking to him. That's more. But regular pads or shoes, what they have, it's no problem. Yeah. Okay. Now legabe. Just what with the children? What kind of inuyim we do for the children? It's at chinuch what we don't do. That's the next chapter. Tov Reish Tezayin. The Shulchan Aruch says like this: atinoikus, meaning little, obviously, because when they're grown a little bit, the shach chinuch. That means at chinuch you have to teach them certain things. Legabe food, we already have a whole shiur about this. You could listen to it, or you could look at it into Shulchan Aruch. In this chapter too, legabe food, what we do, what we don't do. I'm not going to go into it, but all the other inuyim, for example, washing the hands, wearing leather shoes, or anointing yourself. What are you going to do with the little children below bar mitzvah or little babies? So it says, "Atinoikas mutorim b'chol elu chutz minilas asandal she'en choishim kol kach im lo yinalu." The little children, again, if it's not b'nei chinuch, the Alter Rebbe points out, if they're b'nei chinuch already, you tell them already to stay away from everything. Not food. Food is the most makel because we don't want to endanger them. But not anointing, not washing, it doesn't endanger them. If they're already to the age of chinuch, they understand Yom Kippur, they could already starting, we could train them already. But legabe Nilas a sandal, it says it's not a problem to put shoes on the little children. Obviously, if they're not b'nei chinuch, we don't do it anymore. We mechanech them to wear not to wear leather shoes. And if the little babies, that's the only thing you have to be careful. Even little babies, you cannot put on them leather shoes. The truth is, it's not so practical. I don't think little babies usually wear leather shoes. But in case you do have, you bought a fancy shoes for your baby, and Yom Kippur, you're not allowed to put it on. The Gemara in Yuma brings two reasons for it. Why you're not allowed to, why we're more machmir with the leather shoes more than any other inuyim. One reason the Gemara says, because the people are not going to be marisa'ain by, if you fed them at home, you wash their hands, nobody know you did it now. They don't. Shoes, they see, they think you put it on them. It's more marisa'ain, you did it, so that's why we don't do. Second thing is the Gemara says, the other things everybody knows, even they see you doing it, they need it. That's their necessity to eat, to wash them off. It's their necessity. Shoes, it's not necessity. They could put not leather shoes, or sometimes, especially babies, they walk at home without shoes. So we may listen, it's less necessity. So you're not. That we have to mechanech them. However, if they did it themselves, you're not mechuyav to tell. You're not allowed to do it. But you, as an adult, you're not allowed to put on a little baby his leather shoes.